My name is David Graham, and this is my musical story. Growing up, I was always surrounded by music, from my mother singing and playing guitar to my dad blasting tunes from his youth for me and my sisters to sing on car rides. My earliest musical influences were Pink Floyd, the Beatles, the Police, The Who, and other classic rock artists. Having grown up on the autism spectrum, I often found myself obsessed with certain interests. Music has always been one of those obsessions. In a world where there are many social rules and executive functions that seem to come naturally to others but not to me, music was a subject where I felt like I could make positive choices for myself and not receive ridicule. I first started playing music when I learned piano at age 9, but I soon discovered that saxophone was my calling after picking it up at age 10. As my saxophone study extended to taking private lessons, I grew to admire my private teachers, such as Mike Simprola, Tony Salicandro, Carl Cox, and Bill Garton. My studies under these teachers led me to discover some of the jazz saxophone greats, Charlie Parker, Cannonball Adderley, Phil Woods, and Kenny Garrett, to name a few. Although my private teachers focused heavily on mastering the saxophone, they placed an even greater emphasis on being a good person first and letting the music take care of me. As the lead alto sax player for my competitive high school jazz ensemble, I developed my musical identity and experienced many ups and downs when trying to help elevate myself and my fellow bandmates to a higher level of musicianship. While my success in high school earned me many seats in regional honors bands, as well as soloist and sectional awards in jazz competitions, it also came with a treacherous inner journey distinguishing my musical goals and my overall self-worth. This eventual burnout led me to take a full scholarship at Immaculata University for music therapy, as I felt that this field would allow me to make a positive difference in the lives of others using music. After discovering that music therapy was not the best fit for me, I switched majors to music performance and returned to my roots. During this time, I began teaching private saxophone lessons to beginner students along with tutoring my college peers in music theory. When my best friend claimed to me that I was the reason that she passed music theory, I felt that sense of positive impact that I had previously sought from studying music therapy. After graduating from Immaculata with my BA in music, I began attending the University of the Arts to receive my MAT in music education. After reflecting on my past teaching experience and life lessons from my private teachers, I realized that the best way for me to leave a positive impact on others was to be a music educator. Along with my student teaching, I continue to run a small studio of saxophone students that I wish to grow throughout my lifetime. I firmly believe that music acts as a point of direct access to emotions in the mind, and I wish to use music to speak to people in this way and inspire them to discover something impactful about themselves. I hope that my students leave my classes and lessons with a sense of fulfillment and greater sense of inner freedom to become the person that they wish to be. Thank you for listening to my story. If you wish to contact me, you can reach my email at davidsaxgraham@gmail.com.